accessible to everyone. Global City Busan, we are in it together. This campaign was brought to you by BEFM 부산영어방송.
Have you ever wondered what goes on inside BFM studios? Well, wonder no more. You can now listen to as well as watch all of BFM shows. We're bringing BFM even closer to you. Starting May 1st, you can watch all of our shows live on YouTube. Search for 부산영어방송 to catch live streams of your favorite BFM programs. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. You do not want to miss out.
Knock, knock. Who's there? It's BEFM's new spring season. On May 29th, hear your favorite BFM programs with new updates. BFM spring season is coming at you packed with information and entertainment. We're excited to introduce some new voices to lead our shows. Let's meet BFM's new news announcer, Annie Moon, and our new hosts, Haley Saw for News Rewind and Stephanie Yoon on School Reporters. Don't miss out on our multilingual programming. Busan Gyeongnam Region's one and only Chinese language program, Busan Hwaljim, will air Monday through Friday from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. And Hello Vietnam on weekends from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Last but not least, don't miss out on our YouTube live stream to see your favorite programs up close. BEFM, your one-stop destination for fun and information.
The time is now 6 o'clock.
Hello, hello. Good evening and happy substitute holiday. Happy rainy day. Happy BEFM new season. We're back.
Yes, indeed. So for the new season, with the new season, it's always meant to bring newness, hipness, I guess some people might say. So when a person is described as hip, it means that they're trendy or cool, up on the latest thing, which we are.
Do the kids still say hip?
I think so.
Anyway, on the first day of the new season, what do you think? Why do you think we're hip? IOB is hip.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hold that back.
Two chatty, lively, hip DJs, hip to the groove. We're going to keep you entertained somehow.
Indeed, we're going to bring you daily doses of trendy, useful information, of course, infused with enjoyment. So let's get the new season party started.
All right, Houston, you're a go.
Try your shoes on and wear them for a day. Learn to walk like you do and say what I see. I talk like I know something that everyone wanted to hear, but you're the fun. But you're the fun. You're the fun. The definition of I see. The measure of what's up. You can play the tuba and everyone would clap. Well, I can play the tuba and they'd all just shake their heads. 'Cause you're the funds. You're the funds. 'Cause you're the funds. You're the funds. 'Cause you're the funds. You're the funds. 'Cause you're the funds. hands on the floor and stood at the edge. When I woke up in heaven, looked down and no one cared. But when you pulled your own trigger, they all gathered round to watch. 'Cause you're the funds. You're the funds. 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 Because you are 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 the funds. You're the funds. Because you are.
Ooh, a little bit of Smash Mouth to kick off the brand new season here at Inside Out Busan, The Fonz.
Hey. That's the only. Sorry, I haven't seen Happy Days. It's
Monday, Tuesday,
yeah.
happy day.
It was on all the time.
Ay.
Nick at Night. That's what I would watch. Nick at Night. And they would always play it. But that's the only thing I know. Hey, I'm the Fonz. Hey. Anyways, hey, happy Monday and
Yeah.
happy new season.
Happy new season, everybody. We are back for a brand new season here at BEFM. Of course, Inside Out Busan is back. And because it's a substitute holiday today, it's a new red day. We're starting at 6 o'clock. But from tomorrow onwards, we're going to be starting at 6:08 as usual.
Normal time.
Also, as usual, I'm Laura McCluckey.
And as usual, I am Minsu Shin. 네, 오늘은 IOB 개편 첫날입니다. A wet and wild new season that we're having here
Spring
at Inside Out
break.
Busan.
Yep.
So I'm very excited because it's the new season. But, you know, we're working. It's on a substitute holiday.
Well, I mean...
No complaints, though.
No complaints. But the thing is, it's a new season, so we have changed a little bit. You know, like me, you, and Takanim are still same old. But we have a new producer.
Yes, indeed.
Yay,
We have a
Kim
new...
PD.
네, Kim PD,
Kim Yoon
welcome
PD.
to our show. And we
We
apologize.
apologize in advance.
In advance, right, for everything.
She trusts us, though. She's just like, yeah, you just do your thing.
Well, let's ask her again after the show.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
I like it.
So I mentioned in the opening with new season, like anything new is supposed to bring this freshness,
Yeah.
hipness, right,
Yeah.
to it. Now, hip tradition, as they refer to as, it's a contemporary reinterpretation of traditional culture, and it's emerging as a new trend these days.
Really? Hip is a new trend?
It's, yeah, you know, we've come full circle.
A million times around. Pajamas designed like hanbok. They're popular.
Yeah?
With the young generation.
So hanbok is hip, because it's, you know, pajamas.
hanbok is hip.
Yeah, you know, hanbok is described as traditional, cultural,
Yeah.
beautiful, right? But
Yeah.
it's never like a hip thing. But these days, it's hip.
Hip, a hop, a hibbit to the hip. This one? This kind of hip?
그럴 줄 알았어. 그럴 줄
그렇지.
알았어. 네.
A few weeks ago, Good Things paper bags have traditional Korean 놀이개
네.
hanging from the handle.
I
That's
think
really cool. I like those.
Yeah, Guteng recently had like a big fashion show,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
That's why I think.
It was very much Korean style.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that. A member of the girl group Blackpink decorated her nails with a popular Korean lacquer technique called jage.
네.
Nail art with the jage pattern became very popular.
Yeah.
It adds novelty, it adds hipness to Korean traditions, specifically Korean traditions. And I think that's a cool thing because when you make when you make traditions hip, more people want to do them, more people get exposed to them, and then you can learn more about them.
I'm all for it, right? As long as our culture and traditions are being put in the spotlight,
Yeah.
becoming more renowned, right?
Yeah.
So here in the new season, listeners, we here at BFM Inside of Busan will be collaborating our old segments as well with our new segments, bringing you a new sense of hipness through
Yeah.
our show. 이번 한 주 동안 IOB의 새로운 코너들도 기대 많이 해주시고요.
많이 해주세요.
네네네네. 그래서 with today being the first day of the new season, have you been tuning in to, the new season today? I'll be honest. I have not been really paying attention
But you
to
know
the new
what? The
season.
thing is, you know how much we hate the 4 p.m. duo, right? Just kidding. It's a
Hate's
joke.
such a strong
Everybody,
word.
it's just a joke. We only
Hate's such
say
a
it because
strong
it's
word.
funny. Okay.
We hug and high five Nick
Yeah,
and
we
David
love
on their
those
way
boys,
out.
Those
all right.
silly boys. No, we
Yeah.
do. And so I just say that we don't like them just for fun. But I'm never able to check out Catherine's show. But
Yeah.
sometimes I check out the boys' show if I'm here earlier, or if I need something to laugh at to make me feel better about myself. I check out that show. But it looks like everyone's, just business as usual, enjoying everything.
Yeah.
But those boys are hip.
They are.
Those
They
boys
are
are pretty
indeed.
hip.
Yeah. I mean, BFM's always in my car.
Yeah?
When I'm driving around. But today 비가 너무 많이 와서
그치.
라디오에 신경을 못 쓰겠더라고요. 왜냐면 길에 집중해야 돼서. It was pouring today.
It was pouring today.
Right? So I had to pull up my seat all the way up to the steering wheel.
Yeah.
And I had to squint my
Did you
eyes.
turn down the music?
I had to turn down the music.
To
I had
see
to
the
turn
road
down the air
better?
conditioner too.
Yeah.
Right. I was shh, quiet.
Yeah.
I'm driving.
No
or shh,
distractions.
I'm parking. Right.
Well, I'm glad you got here safely. Please do be
too.
careful out there on the roads. Of course, it is still pretty wet and windy out there. But let me tell you about what we've got coming up for the new season of Inside Out Busan.
That's
in
right.
The first half. Sports Rewind is gone. Oh no, I'm so sad. And now, sports. It's going to be Monday Riddlers. This
Monday.
sounds way
Riddle
more.
me this, Batman.
Exactly. It sounds way more chaotic.
Way more Andrew.
So I'm excited. In the second half of the show, IOB's, what do you call it? It was 호기심 천국.
네.
호기심 천국
맞아요.
will be transformed into quote unquote. So it's very similar, but we'll tell you a little bit more about that. In fact, we'll just do it for you a little
Yeah.
bit later. It's similar but different.
So those are the two big changes. I want to add one more big change.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. For starting today, we have a new voice for News Bites. Shall we welcome her?
Welcome back, everybody. Yes, it's time for News Bites, and we do not, sadly, have Christine in the studio, but very happily, we have Annie in the studio. Hiya.
Hello, Annie.
Annie, are you okay? Can you tell us? that you
Laura,
like
may I
us?
have the headphones, please?
Only
Oh,
time
yeah,
that
that's right.
They're
where are
behind
they?
you.
They're right behind that little paper
Yeah,
stand that
there
you
you
have.
go.
Okay, I don't think they're plugged in, so give me a second. I'll plug you in as well. I'll
Thank you
plug
so
you into
much.
the matrix.
It's the new season, folks.
Yes, we're working on it.
Whoever took these out, Nick and David from the show, texting in on 보는 방송, because of course we're live on YouTube as well. If you've not already checked us out, please do check out BEFM or 부산영어방송 on YouTube, and you can connect with us here in the studio through your eyeballs as well as your ear holes. So you can see that it's been chaotic, Nick and David from the show, David and Nick. You pulled out those earphone jacks. What are you doing?
We're
naughty boys?
pointing fingers already, right? Annie, how are you doing, and how's it going with the new season so far?
This is new. I'm adjusting. It was a bit hectic today, but we're trying to keep our cool, right?
You're going to get sick of us very soon.
Yeah. You're going to see us every day.
I know, this is
Do
a
you realize
change.
that? Do you
This used to
realize
just
what
be
you
a
signed up
Thursday
for?
meeting.
Every day. 매일 볼 거예요, right?
Me.
It's only for like 10, 15 minutes.
We're
And
excited.
then tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then the
Oh,
next
geez.
day.
That's what
I'm
every day
feeling it
means.
now.
That's what
Yep.
every day means, Laura. All right, so News Bites. This is a segment where we bring to our listeners, headline-making news, especially here in Korea, and those that, make headlines around the world. So Annie will be joining us every day to deliver you these news. So what's up first?
Right. So South Korea strongly warned against South Korea's satellite launch recently. So North Korea reportedly notified the Japanese government of a planned satellite launch from midnight of the 31st to midnight of June 11th. So following this announcement, North Korea has officially begun its countdown toward the launch of its first military spy satellite that they will put onto a rocket, I believe. In learning of this information, the South Korean government strongly warned against these plans, and they have vowed to make them pay due prices if the launch goes ahead as planned. So the government is of the position that these are provocative actions that threaten regional peace and strongly urge them to immediately withdraw their illegal launch, as per Foreign Ministry spokesperson Im Soo-seok.
Okay, so what makes this satellite launch illegal, and why did they inform Japan in the first place?
Right. Why didn't they go ahead just without telling anyone? Well, the launch is actually banned under the UN Security Council resolutions because it uses ballistic missile technology, which they have banned North Korea from using. And the reason that they had informed Japan in advance of the upcoming satellite launch was because North Korea is a coordinating country in the navigation zone of South Korea and North Korea under the Worldwide Navigational Warning System, WWNWS, which operates under the International Maritime Organization, IMO, General Assembly resolution. So basically, they were obligated to.
Okay, so adhering to the rules.
Yeah, they
seems
were
like, but
following
we're
the
still
rules.
giving you a heads up that we're going to launch this spy satellite, right?
Why are they telling everyone it's a spy satellite? Why not tell them, it's just want to map the ground?
Transparency, I
You
guess.
know, like military spy satellite.
I don't think they want to break all the rules.
Yeah. Now, I hear there was also a conference call today between Korea, US, and Japan. What's that about?
Right. So what I mentioned earlier was just South Korea's response, and the top nuclear envoys of South Korea, the United States, and Japan held a conference call today, and they all agreed to cooperate to ensure that North Korea will face a quote, stern and unified international response if this satellite launch plan goes ahead. This is according to Seoul's foreign ministry. And this meeting included South Korea's chief nuclear negotiator, Kim Gun, and his U.S. and Japanese counterparts, Sung Kim and Takehiro Funakoshi.
All right. So I'm sure we will get updates on how Japan, Korea,
Right.
and the U.S. is going to respond to the launching of
we'll
the spy
have to
satellite.
keep following the story.
Of course. What's next?
Right. So the Japanese warship has arrived in South Korea's port here in Busan. So the Japanese Maritime Self-Defense Force frigate Hamagiri actually entered Busan Naval Operations Base at 9:30 a.m. this morning, and they were flying a version of the controversial Rising Sun flag. I believe it is slightly different in where the circle is positioned in the flag. And the ship pulled in today to, of course, participate in the Eastern Endeavour 23 exercise, which is planned to take place this Wednesday. That's the 31st in the international waters southeast of Jeju Island. So South Korea, the U.S., Australia, Japan, Canada, and Singapore will join the exercise, which will be led by the South Korean Navy's Maritime Task Flotilla 7. It is customary for vessels entering international waters to actually don their national flag or something of equivalent symbolic flag. And this is actually just a worldwide practice, and Japan has chosen that flag.
Okay, so I'm sure a few more than raised eyebrows indeed. But can you tell us a bit more about this flag that's flying?
Right, so as I mentioned, it is slightly different from the Rising Sun flag in just the positioning of the center red circle. But as expected, they have donned this Rising Sun flag, and critics have pointed out that the image could trigger a historical controversy, as the flag is seen as a symbolic of Japan's past militarism. And despite critics pointing out the negative historical background behind this flag, the Yoon Suk-yeol government has been working to promote greater military cooperation and just cooperation between these two countries, South Korea and Japan. And so it appears that they have permitted the use of the flag. They are not raising any alarms.
Yeah. I feel like the Rising Sun flag is one of the more controversial flags that represents a country.
Yeah.
I've seen companies take back products because it hints
Yeah.
at the design of the
But
Rising
there's still
Sun.
a lot of people who don't know about the controversial symbolism that is associated with it. There's still a lot of
Right,
people in the
actually.
West that have no idea.
I think it's that's very evident in sporting events, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully, doing something like this, bringing it up, right? That, we have a problem with it. hopefully that kind of brings people's attention more to it, right? And they want to find out more about it.
Right.
All right, what's next?
Right, we're kind of continuing with this Japanese wave, I guess. The IAEA has begun the final inspections of the Fukushima wastewater. So the local Japanese media reported today that ahead of their final report release, the International Atomic Energy Agency, that's IAEA, will carry out a final inspection in relation to the Fukushima nuclear power plant contaminated water release. So they'll carry out this inspection starting today until June 2nd for a 5-day schedule. And this round will include a visit to the Reactor 1, and they will also be checking on the condition of the equipment to be used for the release, as well as the Nuclear Regulatory Commission's actions.
Yeah, saying it's the final inspection, that just means the day for the release of the contaminated water is looming, right?
Right, it's ever closer.
Yeah, haven't they been in Japan for a while in regards to this release?
Yeah, so we keep hearing reports of inspections here and there, and so a team of English, Chinese, Korean, plus some others, nuclear experts have been dispatched to Japan since February, so that's a couple months now, upon Japan government's request to review the safety of the nuclear wastewater release, and they want it in regards to an international standard. So they are, taking the steps. And as reported earlier, South Korea had also dispatched their own inspection team to carry out a separate inspection. And this team specifically checked various sites in the nuclear power plant and also reviewed documents and samples that were provided by Japanese officials.
Okay, so when will those reports be released?
Right, so the IAEA's report is set to be released sometime next month. There's not a set date right now. And a report from Korea's separate inspection is also expected to be released, but that is once they complete their review of the documents that they received. Again, not a set date. We will just have to sit tight. In terms of the actual nuclear wastewater release, when will it happen? Well, the Japanese government is planning to carry it out with their plans this summer. And they are hoping to get a better understanding through IAEA's review. Whether that stops them or, change their mind, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Right. Probably decisions moving forward from here on out will be based on that review and the report by the IAEA.
Yeah.
Keep us updated on
Right.
that, Annie.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Let's get to our last bit of news.
Right. I thought we could lighten it up a little bit.
Yes, just
Bring
a
it-
little bit, just a tad.
Bring it home. So the beaches are set to open. Haeundae and Songjang Beach are set to open partially. And so they have tested the water and sand quality.
Oh.
So Busan City announced today that ahead of the partial opening of Haeundae and Songjang beaches, the Public Health and Environment Research Institute analyzed the water and sand quality. And according to the Beach Use and Management Act, all results came out satisfactory.
Okay, so obviously great news.
Right.
Tell us a bit more details about these reviews, because I'm sure people don't know that the beaches have to get reviewed before they can be officially opened, right?
Right, I did not know either until I saw this. So with the water quality analysis, they checked for the indicator bacteria for waterborne diseases. That's, bear with me, Enterococcus, 장구균, and colon bacillus, which is 대장균, which we often hear in Korean actually.
Yeah.
And thankfully, both beaches came back with very satisfactory results. The waters are more than safe to go in. It means they didn't really detect much of this. And for the sand quality analysis, they checked for 5 different hazardous heavy metals. So that's cadmium, sorry.
Cadmium, yeah.
Cadmium, arsenic, that's pisho, lead, nap, mercury, 수은, hexavalent chromium or 유가크롬. So as a result, mercury and hexavalent chromium were not detected, but the remaining 3 were found, but that was in very low concentrations, so it's not harmful to our bodies.
Okay, well, that's good news. And these analyses, so the water and the sand, will they carry these out on the other beaches as well?
Definitely, yes. So they will also conduct these analysis on the remaining 5 beaches. That's 다대포, 송도, 광안리, 일관, and 임당, which are to open on July 1st, according to a city health and environment official.
Good.
Nice.
We will all have clean beaches, hopefully.
Get the beaches open.
Right. So I'm sure a lot of people looking forward to the official opening of all the beaches here in Busan. Annie, thank you so much. That'll do for the first edition of News Bites with Annie. Looking forward to a lot more from you.
Yes, I will be bringing a lot more.
Yay.
Good. All right.
I feel like this is like aggressive.
Just a little bit.
little bit.
I don't know.
A little
She
bit.
started it.
Okay.
Annie, have a good one. We'll see you back here
Thanks,
tomorrow,
Annie.
okay?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, let's have a song. This is Give It Up by KC and the Sunshine Band.
Everybody wants you. Everybody wants your love. I just like to make you mine, all mine. Na 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 na. Baby, give it up, baby, give it up. Na 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 na. Baby, give it up, baby, give it up. Everybody sees you. Everybody looks and stares. I just like to make you mine, all mine. Na 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 na. Baby, give it up, baby, give it up. Na 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 na. Baby, give it up, baby, give it up. Give it up. Baby, give it up, baby, give it up. Na 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 na. Baby, give it up, baby, give it up. Everybody wants you. Everybody wants your love. I just like to make you mine, all mine. Na 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 na. Baby, give it up, baby, give it up. Na 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 na. Baby, give it up, baby, give it up. Can you give it? Can you give it? Give it up. Come on, baby, I need your love. Give it up, some of your love. Come on and play the game of love. Everybody is in need. Give it up. Come on, baby, I need your love. Can I touch you? Can I love you? Come on, baby, baby, I love you. Can you give it? Give it up. Come on, baby.
A little bit of KC and the Sunshine Band.
We need a little bit of sunshine, right? Hopefully, the tunes we're playing, it makes you feel a little better if you're feeling a little blue because of the rain. Because we've been having it.
I love this rain, though.
3 days?
I love this weather.
Right, it's supposed to be here until tomorrow,
Yeah.
if I'm correct. But
You are
you have
correct.
the specific details of the weather.
I do. Well, the weather-wise, the temperature is currently averaging 19 degrees Celsius here in Busan. Morning lows of 18, afternoon highs of 23. So the temperature is not going to drop, but it did rain a lot today. It will continue to rain until dawn tomorrow. It will be cloudy all day after that, after the rain stops. But air quality will have no concerns about the fine dust. The rain has washed it all away.
Yeah.
내일 새벽까지 비가 많이 오겠고요. 그래서 if you're out at 새벽, take a 우산, take a little umbrella. 비가 그치면서 하루 종일 흐리겠습니다. 그래서 there's going to be lots of clouds. Might be a bit chilly.
Yeah.
But also 습기.
Ooh. You know what we did? We turned on the heater, boiler today, as we call it here in Korea.
Yeah.
Because it was so, like, our floor was really damp,
Yeah.
right? I don't know if it's too early to turn on the air conditioner.
Yeah.
So we put the boiler on blast.
Yeah.
바닥은 뽀송뽀송한데요. Like, we're like hot
맞다.
inside the house.
It's too hot.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do, right, to beat the weather right now. Onto our traffic, we have congestion on Chungnyeodaero from Minam Junction going towards Dongdae Junction. Also congestion on Dongsa Express from Gamjeon Interchange going towards the former Kaegum Tollgate. And then we have slow-moving traffic on Byeongno from Daeyeon Tunnel going towards the Gwangan Tunnel. Everybody?
Drive safe.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, indeed. All right, let's keep it moving. It's time for the IOB 5분 상식. Yes, time for the IOB 5분 상식, getting you in the know with some of the most trending, useful, and need-to-know words and expressions in the world. 5분만 들으면 유식해지는 시간이죠.
네, 오늘의 5분 상식은요. 석가탄신일 대체 공휴일을 맞아 왜 절을 108배 해야 할까요? Welcome to our temple. Are you ready to embark on a journey of self-discovery through 108 bows?
Wait, what did you say? I didn't expect that I'd have to bow 108 times. I thought it was just bow once or twice or 3 times. Why do I have to bow 108 times? I don't understand.
번뇌를 버리십시오. 나무 관세음 보살. From now on, I'll start the 108 bows with the sound of the moktak. 1, 2, 3, 59, 60.
Oh my gosh. Oh, my knees been acting up. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it to 108. Oh no, it hurts.
82, 83, 84. Please hold. Mouth shut. 그 입 다무십시오. 나무 관세음 보살.
Oh, 스님. Oh, well, I think that I've just developed a severe case of pneumatic dysfunction. I can't bend my knees anymore. Oh my gosh. Why do I have to keep doing this? I did well enough.
말이 너무 많습니다. Most of us monks do this every day. This will help your mental and joints as well. But 바른 자세가 중요합니다. This is easy peasy lemon squeezy, as you modern people say. 자, 계속하십시오. 91, 92, almost there.
Oh my god, I hate you.
Please calm down and find your inner peace. 나무 관세음 보살.
Oh, annoying.
If I was a monk and I had met you at a temple,
yeah.
it'd be very difficult for me
My
to keep
priest.
to my monk and priest
챙김
priestly
필요하시죠.
duties. 네. 자, 108배, right? Bow 108 times. Why do Buddhists do this? What's the meaning of this?
There's so many meanings to that number. Did you know that? But number 108 symbolizes the number of human agonies of suffering in life. Okay, so apparently in Buddhism, practitioners have to bow 108 times to free yourself from the 108 defilements or the sources of suffering. So it's a way to acknowledge and overcome these 108 defilements or delusions that hinder the spiritual process. So it can also be seen as other things, a form of devotion, a form of gratitude. It's also seen as a means to purify the mind and cultivate spiritual growth. And it usually takes only about 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
Probably not for beginners though, right?
No, it's easy. It's not as bad as you think it is, because you get to 10 and you're like, oh, can tell now. And then
After
you get
10,
to 20. And you're
and
like,
then-
oh, I can tell. And then you get to around 50 and you're like, you're already halfway there. You get a second wind. You get to 70, you're like, I want to die. And then you like 99, 100, 108, done and doneer.
But it's not like you have to like do it as quickly as you can. I'm sure there's like, you're doing not probably most of the time you're not doing it by yourself.
But here's the thing, you're not doing it by yourself unless you're like super into it. If you're just going for a temple stay, have you done this before?
I have not.
No, if you're going for a temple stay, you just do you do it all together. And if you can't do it, so of course there's people who find it difficult, you can take a break. It's not a problem. Because
Okay,
it's a
so it's
temple
not like a
stay.
straight thing, like you have to do it. And of course, because you're not, let's say
If you're a monk, then you got to do
yeah,
it.
Mm.
But but apparently what they did was they kind of did some like scientific research on monks and runners, and they found that the monks' muscles were actually healthier than runners' muscles.
Yeah, because I heard that the effect of the 108 bows, this has been proven scientifically
Yeah.
that it benefits people, physically. So what's that about?
So the way you do bowing in temples is you're touching 5 body points, or the points of your body to the floor.
Already happy hour on your mind.
Both knees, both elbows, and the forehead. Or like both forearms and hands and the forehead. So by moving your whole body, the muscles are strengthened. Also, bowing, actually doing the 108 bows, it has the effect of clearing the mind. Clearing the head, improving concentration. Blood is supplied to the brain while bowing with the head down. Immunity indicators also increase. And cortisol, which is the main stress hormone, which causes, or leads to abdominal obesity, is greatly reduced, which is very good for you. And also, it's kind of meditative. Once you get into a rhythm, it's just like in and out. It's very meditative.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, so maybe for some of you out there that visited a temple today, saw people doing this, maybe partook in it yourself, right? This is why they do it, as well as the benefits of it. So, why do Buddhists do the 108 bows? 108이라는 숫자는요, 불교에서 108개의 번뇌를 의미하는데요. 108번의 절을 하면서 그 번뇌를 잇는 하나의 수행 방법이라고 합니다. 오늘의 5분 상식이었습니다. 김대리, 퇴근하나?
예, 부장님.
집이 교회종이지? 같은 방향인데 같이 가지? 요즘 회사 생활 어떤가?
예, 저 열심히 잘하고 있습니다.
결혼 생활도 재밌지?
예, 뭐 즐겁죠, 예. 그 라디오라도 좀.
오, 그래, 라디오.
네가 적었어요, 심참인 것 같네.
22번 홀리면
진짜 회사 생활 쉽지 않다. 어색한 이 순간, 인사이드 아웃 부산과 함께하세요. 오늘은
Listen to this music.
I like the sound of this.
Yes, Andrew's in the studio.
Step right up.
Come on down.
What's next?
We've got a brand new segment here, although it's the same old Andrew interrupting. Rude. But he's in the studio. Andrew, hi.
Hello, how are you?
Well,
And
thank
you and you.
I'm good.
And you.
Right?
We're very
Yes.
How are you enjoying the new season, Andrew?
Oh, well, all 3 seconds of it that I've been a part of, it's
good. You're
fantastic.
enjoying. Good.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I'm actually, I've done sports for a very long time on a few different shows here at the station. So I was actually quite excited to change it up a bit and do something totally different. And so it's not as monotonous as it's been.
Yeah.
Although, obviously, last time we talked about sports, we talked about basketball, and she wasn't a fan of the Nuggets.
I
and
was a
I
fan
don't
of the
know.
Nuggets. I was the biggest fan of the Nuggets. I was a bigger fan than you two of the Nuggets. I loved the Nuggets.
You were very excited when the
I was
Nuggets did
excited
come
about
up.
the Nugs.
Yeah.
Yes, right?
Come on, the Nugs.
Well, Andrew's not typecast anymore as
No.
just a sports guy.
No, yeah.
He's here for a very different, totally away from sports.
Yeah, so we are our new segment. The title is the Monday Riddler.
Monday Riddler. I
Yes.
feel like this is just a recipe for disaster.
Well, I think this is really good. So let me explain to our listeners what the segment is about, how it's going to work, and hopefully it might involve some competition, maybe between the two of you, or you could collaborate on some of the tougher questions that are
Never
going to
gonna
be
collaborate
thrown
with
your.
her.
Yeah,
We love to collaborate.
I knew that
what
was
are you
gonna-
talking about?
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, you are far enough away from each other that you're not getting kicked under the table, so it's all right. So what's going to happen each and every week here on the Monday Riddler is I'm going to bring in some questions. Now, they could be brain teasers that involve math, logic, science, or just, okay, maybe not that many math ones, all right?
No math.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to axe the math.
Okay, good.
All right.
Who needs math?
Also, there could be, some quick fire riddles that I think you guys should be able to get, but in the control room and in the office out there, I kind of
You test ran it?
yeah, and there's some people who weren't doing
Unless
so well.
I know it already, I won't get it.
But this is also for our listeners as well. If
Yes.
you want to send in an answer and get involved, please do. But I will ask you for one thing first. Let the host try to answer it first, and then if they ask you for help, give us some. Then you could give them some help. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, all right. Maybe not. So,
Well, Laura, just to let you know, I'm out for blood.
yeah.
Okay,
All right.
good.
Now,
That's nice.
I knew that our segment was going to be a little bit longer this evening, so I brought a few extra ones. And there's nothing. Oh, there is one about food.
Yeah,
so
do
maybe
it.
that's all right.
I could
so,
smell something. I could smell food.
all right. So, to get everyone's mind, going a little bit here, because with riddles, you do kind of have to think outside of the box.
Yeah.
If you're just thinking like typical logic, you're probably not going to do very well. You need to think, okay, if I was asking a question and trying to trick somebody, what would I do? Kind of thing. All right. So
Okay.
let's start with the first question. I have a few quick fire ones here to get us going. The first one here is, what has 4 legs but can't walk?
4 legs.
Many different things.
Well, I'm only wanting one.
A chair.
Oh, I'll accept that.
Table.
The answer I was looking for was table, but a chair, that'll do as well. Although I can kind of, if I'm in a chair, I can make it walk across the front. You can shimmy it across.
That's true.
Yeah.
Right?
So, all right. This next one, being someone from the UK, I think this one will be easy for you. Minso, on the other hand, maybe not so much.
Oh, are you testing my UK knowledge right now?
No,
He
no.
knows
just-
Adele. He loves Adele. He's practically British, is he?
All right,
Give
so
it to me.
what begins with T, ends with T, and has T in it? You know this one.
What begins with T
Ends with
Ends
T.
with T.
And has T in it.
and has T in it?
This is when I said someone from the UK, they know a lot about tea.
But it's not the letter T, right? That you're referring to.
Well, in 2 of these parts, I am.
Oh.
Begins with T, ends in T, and has T in it.
It has T in it.
Yes.
Well, that's a hard one.
It's easy. What's T in it?
What's T in it?
Think of
Golf?
a vessel. A vessel
Oh my
that
God.
contains something.
What has T inside of it?
Ship.
A teapot.
Oh.
See, now this is where this is why I'm saying some of these I think could be easy. And
Minsu,
other ones,
you are a teapot.
All right,
This is your handle.
listeners.
This is your spout.
Disclaimer. I've never drank tea out of a teapot. All right.
거짓말하지 마세요.
아니, 진짜, I just,
코리안인데.
I put the tea bag right in the cup. Just pour hot
Yeah,
water
to be
from
fair,
the.
Minsu's more of a 미숫가루 kind of guy.
Minsu's the guy who puts the water, the milk, and then chucks the tea bag in
Oh
there.
God, sacrilege! Why would you ever do that? Then the water doesn't permeate the tea bag.
I've never seen you this passionate about tea
love it.
before.
See,
Very UK of you, Laura.
I'm happy I brought that in. I'm happy I brought that in. The last of our quick fire ones, there are some other ones, but we'll come back to
Put
them
milk in your
if we
tea
have
too,
time.
don't you?
All
You
right.
gotta put milk in your tea.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not tea.
There you go.
But only breakfast tea. And don't even tell me it's English breakfast tea. Scottish breakfast tea.
There's a science to
There's a
it.
difference.
See, I didn't realize I was going to get her this up, get her going here. Well,
That's why don't you ever bring any riddles about tea ever again.
yeah. All right.
Don't bring UK related
No.
stuff. Unless it's about Adele.
Or a
Harry
breakfast.
Potter.
Yes.
A full something breakfast. All right. The last of our quick fires here is what is the most curious letter in the alphabet?
The most curious letter in the alphabet.
Yes.
I know.
What
you
is
do?
it?
Why?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Minsu.
That's like a dad slash like.
I dig it.
Yeah, it is.
A little
actually,
bit.
Yeah,
little
for
bit.
sure.
All
I
right,
love
so
it.
to get our
Dr.
brains
Who, are you listening?
to get our brains whirling a little bit, right? Those were
Yes.
warm-ups, but you're gonna hit us with the hard ones now, right?
Yeah, so, all right, we're going to go to this one. And please, I think it would be easier if you had it in front of you, but I didn't want to give it to you because then it might be you guys will read ahead because you are those kind of people and you'll be like, oh, well.
You know what? To be honest,
We wouldn't do it because we wanted to.
Yeah.
We would do it by accident.
Oh, okay, fair enough. All right, so this one. Pronounced as one letter and written with three. 2 letters there are, and 2 only in me. I'm double, I'm single, I'm black, blue, and gray.
You lost me, man.
I'm red
your mouth.
from both ends, and the same either way. What am I?
No idea. Completely have no
riddle me
idea.
this, Batman. Oh my gosh.
Where did you get lost? At what point did you stop listening?
After when the color started coming out.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
well,
tell
I'll
us
go-
one more time.
I'll go a little bit slower. All right, okay.
청취자 여러분, 보시는 여러분,
right.
please 잘 들으세요.
Yes. Pronounced as one letter and written with 3. 2 letters there are, and 2 only in me. I'm double, I'm single, I'm black, blue, and gray. I'm red from both ends, and the same either way. What am I?
Okay.
Wait, is it a word?
It is a word, but I
okay.
mean, well, it's a word, but it's a thing as well, obviously.
It's pronounced as one letter, but it's written in 3. So it's a 3-letter word that's same front and back. Right? 2 letters are 2 in me.
So when it says in me, that means in me as a person.
What 2 letters do we have in me?
No, you have 2 of these things in me.
Oh,
I have 2 of these things in me.
I had
Okay,
2.
I
I
got
got
it.
2 of a lot of stuff in me.
I got it. I got it.
Laura's got it.
I got
Torso?
it. Yeah.
Yes.
I got it.
What is
Torso?
it? I.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Wait, 2 letters in R. What is that about?
There's only 2. Okay, 2
There's
letters
only
there are.
2 letters.
There's only 2. There's an
E
E,
and Y.
Y, E. There's only 2 letters.
And it's said as I.
I.
One
Pronounced
letter.
as I. I love this.
And it's the same back and front.
Yes.
Black, blue,
gray.
grey,
Double, single.
red from both sides.
Yes, red from both sides. So
I didn't get that bit.
red from both sides. Meaning
red from both
red from
sides,
both
no
ends.
matter if
so
you
you can
read it
flip
from
it.
this-
Yeah.
okay.
What's the name of those? A word that is like that.
The same front and back?
Yeah.
No clue.
I can't remember. Yeah.
Google
All right,
will know.
I'll give you 1, Laura.
Yeah.
I'll give you 1.
Thanks very much.
I'll give you
love
1.
it. I love
Please
it.
let not be that. That's not the only one you brought for us, right?
That was the easiest one.
And by what?
Palindrome.
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 Yeah,
there we go.
palindrome. There we
And
go.
I had no idea.
I was thinking pachyderm. That's an elephant.
All right. The next one. This one does involve food.
Yep.
Throw away the outside
Yep.
and cook the inside. Then eat the outside and throw away the inside. What is it?
Throw away the outside, cook the inside. Cook. Wait.
Eat the
Wait,
outside,
one more time.
throw away the inside.
From
All
the
right,
beginning.
All right. For our listeners as well, please join in if you think you know the answer. All right. I love it. All right, so throw away the outside and cook the inside.
Okay.
Then eat the outside and throw away the inside. What is it? Obviously, it's food.
It's an egg.
So I was thinking egg as well,
Because
but
then
throw away the outside, cook the inside.
second
eat
half
the
doesn't work.
outside, throw away the inside.
would you
How are
cook-
you going to throw away the inside once you've eaten the? Wait.
No, Minsu, you lost.
So egg is not the.
It's not an egg.
Oh.
This is something
away
that
the outside.
I guess you could probably buy this year round, but it's becoming seasonal right now. I've seen it in certain places.
Watermelon.
Why are you cooking a watermelon?
No,
I mean, I'm sure there's recipes with watermelon involved.
throw away the outside.
Throw away the outside.
And cook the inside.
Cook the inside.
Then eat the outside and throw away the inside. So this
the
is something that
outside.
is seasonal, definitely in Korea because they don't usually import this other times of the year. Whereas if I was in Canada, I could get it pretty much year round. The color, do you want me to give you some color hints here? Or maybe this also, you could have this kind of a boil, as in like a big feed of it.
So it's something where you throw away the outside and you cook the inside, and the inside is the part
That you eat?
becomes the outside, that you eat it, and then you throw away the thing in the middle.
Yes. You gave yourself a massive hint by saying the thing in the middle.
So our producer is also giving us hints saying it's very common in Korea. 고속도로에서도 먹을 수 있다고 하네요. 그 휴게소 말씀이죠. I was just at the
yeah, I
휴게소
didn't
the
realize
other
you-
day.
Not road potatoes, is it?
No. The color of the outside of this, the first part that you throw away, is typically green if it's fresh.
Ooh.
And the other part that you
why am I
throw
thinking
away,
avocado right off the first?
the inside that you throw away would essentially, if you eat it all, would be like a cream or a white color.
See, that's what I was thinking. Okay, yeah. That's what I was thinking.
We got it? Someone
somebody texted
chimed in here?
That's what I was thinking as well, but I was thinking, how do we do that? Throw away the outside.
Did you see that?
Cook
Someone,
the
I
inside.
just read it. Oh, it makes so much sense now.
Yeah, corn on the cob. For our
Yeah. Oh my
listeners out there.
gosh.
Corn on the cob. Thanks to the listeners on Notu for chiming in with the correct
Diva님
hint.
corn.
Love it.
디바님 saying
배우님
배우님 옥수수.
Yes,
우리
corn on
쿠쿠야님
the
saying
cob.
골치 아파. IOB 감자.
You throw away the outside, which would be the
potatoes.
husk. The husk.
통감자
right?
진짜 최고 맛있다.
Then you cook it. Then you eat the corn
Yeah.
and throw away the cob. There you go.
Throw away
That's
your
true.
cob.
Why did I not
재밌었어.
think of corn?
Yes, this is
Right?
good. All right.
Because we're too hung up on the riddles.
I was the, the really hard one. I'm going to put that away for now.
That was He-Man, boy.
The really
Let's
hard
just get
one.
the super hard one, Andrew.
No, there's one long one that is
Oh,
fun.
good.
There's a long one that's fun. We got about 5 minutes, right? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to give another
time, we got time.
another small one, and then we'll go to a longer one. This one is called The Protector.
Oh, if there's a title, you know it's a good one.
Yes,
It's a
I
thinker.
am a protector. I sit on a bridge. One person can see right through me, while others wonder what I hide. What am I?
Ding dong ding.
Oh my
벌써?
lordy.
What is it?
Glasses.
Glasses?
In particular,
Sunglasses.
there you go.
Why are you? Oh,
The bridge
of,
of
a
your
nose.
nose.
왜 이렇게 빨라?
Pete doesn't have these
눈치
questions either. I
빠르다.
brought
눈치
extra
빠른
ones.
사람이거든.
Hey, look at
너무
this.
빠른데?
사람이야.
Wait, PD, I didn't know we were keeping score.
Yeah. Well,
Why is it Laura 1 and Minsu 0?
You
Laura
losing?
2 and Minsu 0, I
Yeah,
believe.
Laura too.
If I knew we were keeping score.
We're playing together. Let's play together.
Oh, well, okay.
All right.
We like to play.
Hey,
Look
I'll
at
keep
this
score in my
pencil.
head.
Okay.
All right, we'll do one more and then there'll be a final one. There's
Okay.
one more. Okay. This one is fun, and if our listeners want to have some fun with the wordplay on this, it'd be kind of funny. But all right, so here it goes. The Pope has it, but does not use it. Your father has it, but your mother uses it. Nuns do not need it. Arnold Schwarzenegger has a big one. Michael J. Fox's is quite small. What is it?
I know it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh,
This one's easy. Come on.
뭐?
The last name.
yes.
Ah.
Yes. Yes. Minzu's about to go. I'll be back.
No.
To Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I was going to save you guys from that. Oh, the last name.
The Pope.
The Pope.
John, what is the Pope's last name?
Well, they have their original name. They don't use their name, right? Like, so that's what it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Pope
right.
Johnson.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's got a big one.
Yeah,
That
well-
kind of was like, what's a big one? Because he had a couple, right? And then, but Michael
Muscles.
J. Fox has a
Yes.
small one.
All right. Here's going to be our longer one. This will be our finale.
I got
All
stuck
right.
on the Pope. I
Yeah.
was thinking about the Pope too much.
I'm going to tie it
love
up.
it.
I'm going to tie it up today.
She's like, a bodyguard? I don't know. A crux? I don't know. All right. So here is our final riddle for today.
Riddle me this.
Ooh. Dun, dun, dun. So it's a little bit long, so you got to follow along. All right. So
Andrew, know
I'm
your
taking
audience.
notes. I'm taking notes.
you will know that I am coming from the jingle of my bell. But exactly who am I is not easy thing to tell. Children, they adore me, for they find me jolly. But I do not see them when the halls are decked with holly. My job often leaves me frozen. I am a man that all should know. But I do not do business in times of sleet or ice or
We
snow.
know this. We talked about this earlier.
No way.
Let's
Earlier-
double team it.
Earlier today?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay, keep going.
Oh, I travel much on business, but no reindeer haul me around. I do all my traveling firmly on the ground. I love the time of Christmas, but that's not my vocational season. And I assure that is because of a sound economic reason.
We talked
Who
about
am
this.
I?
Why did Michael go through the sliding doors?
Oh, that makes sense. Should we say it on three?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Ice cream man.
Oh my goodness!
Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Oh, but Laura, I'll give it to you. I was thinking, what?
Oh my goodness.
I mean, it's too obvious to be Santa. 택배 기사님, rousing mailman. Well, that's too similar to Santa.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, ice cream
We
man.
talked about the ice cream man earlier today.
Well, that's unfortunate that I didn't hear that part.
If
I
it
wouldn't have
wasn't
brought
for that, we would.
We wouldn't have got it. But we didn't talk about it on air. We talked about it off air during our daily trivia that we do.
맞아요.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Andrew.
Andrew, that was fun.
Yeah, that
It was good. It was good. Now, next week, I know our segment will be a little bit shorter because the news will be back next week. But yeah, hopefully, I'll bring in an easy, intermediate.
Now you know
and
how
a
our
very
brains work, right?
But I do enjoy the quick fire ones at the beginning to get things going as well.
Warm-ups
Fun.
are always
Yes.
fun. Mhm.
All right.
Thank you to all of
All
our
right,
listeners
Andrew.
as
Yes.
well
All right.
for joining us. That was fun.
We'll see you back here next week,
Yes.
Riddler.
All right. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Time, Batman.
Bye.
All right, let's say goodbye until 7 o'clock. We'll be back for part 2 of Inside Out Busan. In the meantime, this is 1,000 Years by Christina Perry. Don't go anywhere.
The day we met, frozen, I held my breath. Right from the start, I knew that I'd found the home for my heart. Beats fast, colors and promises. How to be brave, how can I love when I'm afraid to fall? But watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid.
지글재글 움직인대.
누가?
척추 라인에 맞춰서 움직인대.
누가?
누구긴 누가 엔모션 프로지. 척추를 지그재그로 틀어 꾹꾹 눌러주는 움직임. 누가의 시그니처 모션. 누가 베스트 엔모션 프로. 가까운 누가페에서 만나요. 의료기기 광고입니다.
2030 부산 세계박람회 유치 범여성 추진협의회에서는 엑스포에 대한 시민들의 의식 제고와 홍보 활동을 위해 대학생과 일반 시민들을 대상으로 영어 스피치 대회를 개최합니다.
The Women's Council for the 2030 Busan World Expo is holding an English speech contest.
접수는 6월 1일 목요일부터 11일 일요일까지며 자세한 내용은 부산영어방송 홈페이지를 참고하시기 바랍니다.
Registration is open from Thursday, June the 1st to Sunday, June the 11th. Come and add your voice to Busan's journey for the World Expo. For details, visit befm.or.kr.
이 행사는 사단법인 2030 부산 월드 엑스포 범시민유치위원회와 BFM 부산영어방송이 함께합니다.
Do you want to be the star of this week's My Life, My English? Have you ever made friends abroad with your English skills? What about English getting you the opportunity of a lifetime? Tell us about your English journey.
이번 주 마이 라이프 마이 잉글리시 코너 주인공을 찾습니다. 영어로 인생의 새로운 기회를 잡았던 경험 있나요? 여러분의 영어 도전기를 들려주세요.
My Life, My English is open to anyone 20 years or older. All participants get a small payment, a souvenir, and an invitation to our Global Citizens Networking Party.
만 20세 이상 부산 시민은 누구나 참여하실 수 있는 마이 라이프 마이 잉글리시. 참가자 전원에게는 소정의 출연료와 기념품, 그리고 이번 가을에 펼쳐질 세계 시민 네트워킹 파티 우선 초대권을 드립니다.
For details, visit www.befm.or.kr.
더 넓은 세계를 향한 여러분의 도전을 응원합니다.
SNS 매너 권법을 익혀라. 조상권. 타인의 얼굴을 보호하는 스티커 매너 저작권. 합법적인 음원 체크. 이것이 SNS 고수의 매너 권법. 공익광고협의회.
The time is now 7 o'clock.
꼬리에 꼬리를 무는 품격 있는 토크. 시끄러워 죄송합니다. 로라 민수의 인사이드 아웃 부산.
Welcome back to the second half of Inside Out Busan. 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm Laura McCluckey.
And I'm Minsu Shin. Welcome everybody to hour number 2 of our show into the new season here at BEFM.
Yeah.
Laura, we had a couple messages come in that wanted to congratulate us on our new season.
Yeah,
right?
they wanted to say, well, look at this. It's 배홍권님 texting in. Wow, so genius, Laura.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, well, that's true. Divan-님 texting in. So clever, Laura.
Oh, well, no.
Is that me?
It's so clever, period. Right?
Well.
So Divanim could be referring to you or me. Right?
Both of us, I believe. Both of us.
We also have Peongwanim earlier in the first half saying, good evening, new season. Wow, welcome, new producer.
Yeah.
Right? Giving a shout out to our producer. David and Nick from the show saying, we love you guys. That has to be the most AI written sentence ever. We love you guys. That doesn't sound at all from the heart.
Yeah. Empty. 빈자리가 좀
아니에요. We love you too.
We love
Nick
you
and
guys,
David.
Nick and David. Good evening from Hisuk-nim saying, I'm stuck in my room all day due to the rain. Oh, no. Well, I like the rain, but yeah, I understand.
A lot of us stuck, but you're stuck with us, Hee-Sung-Nim. That's the better way to look at
Is
it,
that a happy
right?
face? We've got Brandon and Aidan names. Sincere congratulations on the new season Inside Out Busan. Thumbs up. 화이팅 화이팅.
화이팅, 화이팅.
대박 응원합니다.
네, 대박
고맙습니다.
감사합니다. 네.
What else?
Right.
What else? More messages?
More?
Messages.
But we'll
Kim
get to them.
Joy name texting
네.
and hello guys. Hi, yeah. And also let's we've got a text message over here. What is it? There we go. What is it? 지금 생방송인가요? 카페에서 듣고 있는데
네.
시끄럽기도 하고 밖은 비도 오고 정신이 없어서요.
아이고.
네,
1192님.
생방인데요.
생방송인데요. 죄송합니다. 그쵸. 비도 많이 오고 했는데 저희 목소리 플러스 비 많이 오는
시끄러워.
소리 정신 없겠어요.
그래.
1192님. 네.
글쎄.
근데 어떡해요. 이게 저입니다.
네.
This is us.
시끄러워 죄송합니다.
Yeah. So a disclaimer in the second half of our show that you just heard.
I think the cafe is 시끄럽다.
Oh yeah.
Not us.
Mm-hmm.
We're not the 시끄러워.
Watch it be like that person's the only one in the cafe.
없습니다.
Anyways, thank you so much for all your wishes welcoming in the new season.
Yeah.
Well, this is a part of the show where we have kept it the same because it's such an intricate part
Yes.
of Inside Out Busan, I feel
Yes,
like, right?
indeed. This is On the Mic, where our reporters head out into the big wide world and they interview you, our listeners. So, Tegan went out today to interview somebody. Let's see who's on the mic today.
All right, today we're going to talk to somebody and find out about their life in Busan. Let's get to know them. Hi, can you introduce yourself?
Hi guys, my name is Ji-hoon. My English name is also Leo. Nice to meet you guys.
And tell us a little bit about how long you've been living in Busan and where you're from originally.
Well, actually, I lived Cheonan City about 9 years. I moved in to this Busan city only just 1.5 months.
Wow, so you're very new to Busan.
Yeah, I'm really moved in here. So I'm actually happy and also how can I enjoy about the whole kind of Busan's activity or something, yeah.
All right, so tell everyone, what were you doing in Cheonan and why did you decide to move to Busan?
Yeah, I have experience as an engineer. That is some kind of huge corporate, especially the Korean corporate. But I need to enhance my some kind of English ability and also apply with work. Yeah, I need to move the global company, so I move into Busan, and so far, it's good to me.
All right, and tell us about the job that you're doing in Busan. What kind of global company are you working for?
Actually, this is just welding facility and whole class of welding consumable sales company. I'm engaged in as an engineer, especially robot welding machine. So I have many company trips like Pohang, also Ulsan, and also Kimhae. And 2 weeks ago, I have some kind of big challenge with my global Lincoln team.
All right, and besides work, how has your life been in Busan?
Because I don't have any relationship person in here, so I decided to join some kind of mountain hike club. And there I met a lot of very kind people, so we can gathering and also drink some alcohol with them. It is really nice, and also my hobby is mountain hike, and Busan have a lot of mountain, and also the peak view is really good because all kinds of peak have some ocean view, so I really love it.
And what mountain have you climbed in Busan so far?
Yeah, nearby my house, the Jangsan Mountain is just first mount climb. And also I have been another mountain with Jaemyeong. I don't know actually the name of, but that was really good.
Okay, so mountain climbing, and then you got to meet some friends. And what about Busan food? How does it compare to like Cheonan?
Cheonan is also a famous food about some kind of 돼지국밥, but there another name, Myeongcheon Sundaegukbap. but I like 돼지국밥 more because the soup is really mild and very deep, and also good too.
All right, and right now it's getting to be Busan season for summer. Well, summer everywhere. What are your goals or dreams? What do you want to accomplish this summer?
Actually, I got some really heavy weight. I lose some weight within a summer season, so I really will exercise hard, and also I need to prepare about some kind of suit because my goal is the swimming in the ocean. Yeah, so there I have a very good, talented coach nearby me. So maybe the guy will help me. So that is my goal. Yeah, ocean swimming in the Busan ocean.
Wow. Have you ever swam in the ocean before doing open water swimming?
No, not yet. So I really afraid about that kind of situation, but I can overcome, and also I can do that very good experience of sea swimming.
All right. Well, I hope you can enjoy the 돼지국밥, the sea swimming, and your new job. And thank you so much, Leo, for your interview.
Okay, thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Oh, thank you, Tegan, for a lovely interview. And to our 주인공 today, 김지훈님.
네, 반갑습니다. So he mentioned, because he's not from Busan, so obviously he came here, got to know our city, obviously enjoys a lot.
Yeah.
What our city has to offer. He mentioned swimming in the ocean, which he's not like the biggest fan of, but I feel him. Do you like swimming in the waters?
I mean, yeah. Also, no, but yes, but no. I don't know. Sometimes depends.
So I have this trauma.
Yeah.
Right. It's not me like drowning or anything, but me and my family, we lived in a little island called Saipan for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And there, it's just this little island, beaches all around, right? So I was swimming in the water when I was a kid, and I had these swimming goggles on, and I jumped in. And then the first thing I saw was a half-eaten baby shark.
Oh.
Half-eaten baby shark. So, of course, if a baby shark was eaten by something, there's something bigger around.
Yeah.
I hopped back on, I immediately swam back up, hopped back in whatever boat I think I was on, and then never went back in ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my trauma with the sea.
See, for me, I'm more like there's something underneath and it's going to grab me and pull me under.
That's even scarier.
Yeah.
Right?
It's the same. Do you remember I told you that I have a fear of the dark, specifically with like devil dogs coming out of the dark? Because I watched American Werewolf in London when I was like 7.
So that one scene had traumatized you.
I mean, I
as a
don't
kid,
even
right?
remember the scene, but I just remember it traumatized me. So it's this fear of, it's not even really a fear because I love the ocean.
Yeah.
But it's about not being able to see what's in there. And on the one hand, it's probably best that I don't see. And secondly, I just feel like what's under there,
Yeah.
like, thinking about it. Like, I've been in lots of lakes and stuff where I've been swimming around and something living has brushed past me. I love nature.
Yeah.
I don't need to feel it on my legs.
I know what you mean.
You know?
But this is getting maybe a bit too much into our traumatic experiences as a
about
kid.
us?
But this is something definitely not Ji-hoon had probably experienced. It's probably like, I just don't like the seawater or like the salt water.
He wants to try ocean swimming, but he also wants to lose weight. And I think it's a really good idea. If you're trying to lose weight, then you try lots of different things because you never know what's going to work for you.
Yeah.
And it's much more important that you enjoy losing weight. And so if he likes sea swimming,
맞아요, right?
just try.
And he's getting super into the gukbap culture that we have here in Busan. Oh, I'm very excited for you, Ji-hoon-nim, experiencing your first Busan 돼지국밥, 순대국밥. It's a thrilling experience, right? I wish you the best.
Yeah.
Because we started talking about swimming and how we're so scared of it, of the doing it in the ocean, we have a bunch of listeners chiming in.
Yeah.
배영권님 saying, my hometown is Busan, but I can't swim at all. Joy님 saying, sad to hear that. It's kind of a trauma.
Yeah.
배영권님 also saying, I really envy you and people who can swim well.
지훈님, you have to go and swim in the ocean. Do it.
맞아요. I
And
guess
Tegan is the perfect person to go with, by the way.
Uh-huh. Why? Because she'll
She does a lot of
Mush you
open
the whole-
water. She'll just annoy you with a recorder. Because she does a lot of open water swimming. Of course, she does triathlon. She does
Oh, yeah.
Ironmans as well.
Oh,
so
yeah.
definitely someone good to know if you want to get into that kind of stuff. But also with us here in the community is part of your job, firstly. But, you know, getting out and enjoying Busan.
Yeah. So, listeners, you know, for the new season, on the mic, this is a segment where reporters like Tegan go out, stick their microphone in your faces, and
Yeah.
want to hear about you and
Yeah.
your story and your life. So, yeah, don't be afraid if one of us comes up to you. Share with us your life story.
Tell us.
Yeah.
And we'll share it with the world on the radio.
We will. Your deepest, darkest secrets.
Well, thank you so much. And we'll have more of that for the rest of the week as well. All right. In the meantime, let's have a song. This is Favorite Peeps by Pratik Kuhat.
I slept with my toes between all my sheets. It feels like I never could really keep up with all of my hands and all of my feet. I need all the warmth I can get from my favorite peeps. I keep them around. I have to stay strong, but I wanna give up. My fire is strong, but sometimes I leap into the pits of imaginary slumps with my new kicks that I never picked. I need all the heart I can get from my favorite loves. I need them with me. I should stay strong, but I wanna give up. It's just love, lust, and lonely. No time to be alone. Don't know what I have, but I want what I don't. My slip my wrist with a call on my phone. Don't know what I need, what I have. I don't see. They said get tired. To take me around, they tuck me to sleep. They keep me in check when I wanna break in to my own self within my debris. I need all the hugs I can get from my favorite bugs. They need me too. I need to stay strong so I don't let them know. Patience is fatal, but pain is not weak. Patience is fatal, but pain is not weak.
Oh, I like that song.
Yeah,
That was
very
nice.
soothing, very fitting for a day like today.
Yeah, that was a rainy day song.
Yeah, I was gonna say very fitting for a day like today, and then I looked out the window, and our window's covered with the curtain, so I have no idea what the day right now is looking like outside.
It looks dark. That's all you need to know.
Oh yeah.
It's dark.
근데 요즘에 지금 7시 15분이잖아요. Right? That's still like the sun is out. No?
No.
Not yet?
It's dark.
Oh,
Look,
it
look
is?
at the blue under there. It's dark.
Oh, you know, it's probably because of the rain too today.
No. It's dark at this time of day.
But we'll soon get to a point where like 우리 퇴근하고 8시에 퇴근하고 it's still bright outside.
Not
no?
bright, but kind of bright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that day.
Weather?
Sure.
Okay. It's
You
currently
are allowed.
Thank you. It's currently averaging 19 degrees Celsius here in Busan. Morning lows of 18, afternoon highs of 23. Showers until dawn tomorrow. It will be cloudy tomorrow as well, but it'll clear up gradually. So take your umbrella if you're out earlier than dawn. Otherwise, you can take it if you want to. But yeah, it'll be cloudy tomorrow. 이른 아침까지 소나기가 오겠습니다. 소나기가. 소나기가 무슨 말입니까?
소나기 is that light rain.
Not 여우비.
Shower. Light shower.
내일은 제일 흐리겠습니다. 끝. 종일.
수고했습니다.
네.
Right?
소나기
소나기 is heavy rain?
Heavy rain.
Isn't 소나기 that random rain that we have?
I'm not going to ask you anything else about Korean ever. You don't know
I know.
anything.
Ask me, just not about 소나기.
Okay, good.
Onto our traffic, we have congestion on Hwangryongdaero from Munjeon Junction going towards Hwangryong Tunnel. Also congestion on Gwanmundaero from Samlak Interchange going towards Baekyang Tunnel. Slow-moving traffic on Gwangan Haebyeonlo from Hyupjin Taeyang Apart going towards Pada three-way intersection. And there's unfortunately a report of an accident on Gojedaero from Gyodae Junction going towards Nammungu Junction, a two-car collision. Everybody
drive safe.
네, 비도 많이 오고 해서요.
Yeah.
꼭 집중 운전하세요.
집중하세요.
네.
Don't forget as well, we are live on YouTube. Search for BEFM or 부산영어방송 on your YouTube channel. And you can see us, our beautiful faces. We're both wearing hats because neither of us washed our hair today. Correct? Correct.
Yeah.
Ding dong
You don't have to
ding.
let the world know.
And one of us is wearing lipstick. Tune in to find out who. Yeah?
Not I, said Minsu.
Okay.
네.
Well, speaking of which, Minsu, it's now time.
But, I also want to let our listeners know on YouTube, though.
Yeah.
The chat's very lively. Very
very lively.
Oh.
We've got lots of people, they're chatting. I don't know what they're chatting about.
I don't know if they're more
Sunim.
interested in the show or if they're
don't care
interested in
about the show.
talking with each other.
They just want to talk to each other.
But this is good that
재밌어.
our listeners and audiences are 소통해 with one another. Oh, this makes me
맞아요.
happy.
It's
네.
good. Hi.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
We're doing the show too, so
Yeah.
every now and then 가끔씩 그냥 저희 들어주세요.
네.
But continue talking amongst yourselves.
Yeah, have fun. Have fun. Anyway, speaking of which, let's get on with it. It's time for Minsu's segment, Worldwide Whatevers.
Worldwide.
Worldwide. Worldwide.
Worldwide. Whatever. Whatever.
Worldwide. Whatever.
Whatever. Right. Time for Worldwide Whatevers. This is a segment that I lead every Monday that made the cut for the new season. What were they thinking?
I don't know, honestly.
아니에요.
이게 왜 또 하나?
It's because, people, they want to hear news that, doesn't make the cut on CNN, on BBC, on News Bites, right? Because those all are very equivalent, those three broadcast segments. But I bring you...
CNN, ABC, News Bites.
But I bring you, news that maybe is a bit far-fetched, but it's interesting. It gets you thinking and gets us talking here in the studio.
Yeah.
So this is what the segment's all about.
Indeed, indeed. Okay, so Worldwide Whatever.
Yeah.
What do you have for us today?
All right, so let me read you the first article's title. The title reads, Divorced best friends announce that when dating men, they come as a package deal.
Oh, yikes. Oh, yikes.
I saw this headline and I had to click, right? So, two best friends that live together and both are divorced say that any prospective men that they date in the future will need to be aware that the two women come as a package deal. So basically means if you're going to date one woman, just assume
one woman.
I mean one of the women,
okay,
right? One of the women. Just assume that you're almost going to be like dating the other person as well.
That's terrible.
Right? So, best friends Marissa Baker and Patty Kulak had moved in together after splitting from their husbands in 2021, and the pair say they have this platonic soulmate relationship.
Okay,
so basically best friends.
I get that. Platonic soulmates, I can understand that. I've got a couple of people, one of whom I was chatting with today. 100%.
Oh, you have this kind of relationship.
Yeah,
right?
I have this kind of relationship. But tell me how this particular friendship or relationship works.
So the friends actually, after they split up from their husbands, they moved in together. They live in Florida, by the way. I don't know if that makes any difference.
Just tells me a little bit more of what I need to know.
So, a little bit about how their relationship works. They say they go on friendship dates. I don't know what friendship dates mean.
It's hanging out. It's just making a label for something that is hanging out.
They work out together, they do household chores together, which makes sense because they're best friends and they live together.
Yeah.
Now, I understand that. But this is where it gets a little, I don't know, iffy for me. They've decided to help each other get back into the dating scene. And by doing this, they run everything past each other. So basically, if you are going to date one of these women, just know that they are going to be talking to each other about you the entire time that you're in a relationship with one of these women.
Run!
Yeah. So for me, yeah, I mean, I would never imagine kind of getting into this. But let's hear them out. Okay?
No, I don't want to. I feel icky.
So Marissa Baker said that, they're kind of like wives with one another. They tell potential dates that they come as a package, right?
Why not just date each other?
I guess, but maybe it's because,
Well, they're not into each other.
they're not into each other in that way, right? So she said that since the women are always together, prospective men that they're going to date, they start to realize that this is not just a roommate situation. It's not like, oh, hey, right? Oh, you're, Marissa's roommate. Hi, I'm, I can't think of a guy's name right away. I'm Bob. I'm dating Marissa now. It's not like that. It's like, oh, hi, I'm Bob. I'm dating Marissa. So I guess you know everything about me already. Isn't that so weird?
That's horrible.
Oh.
But here's the thing, okay? So I understand like a super close friendship, and I understand how important that kind of friendship is. But I think it's a very, very dangerous game to say we come as a package.
그래 말이에요. To let people know that, right? Like, maybe don't even let, prospective men that you're going to date even know that. You could just do it kind of behind the scenes.
If you want to do it, then do it, but don't tell anybody about
I know. I don't know why they had to go out on news media to let the world know this.
Why is this news? Why is this even news? It's not news. It's two women who have issues.
Uh-huh. Maybe that's why. I don't know. So I saw this news, and it's I want to say a sort of respected news outlet. Okay.
Respected.
And I don't know why this made like kind of like a link, right? A whole article about this.
I can just imagine these two women after their divorce decided that the single life is definitely for them, but they're not going to do it alone.
Dang.
Yeah.
But so I was thinking, is this like a new trend in the dating scene?
I hope not.
Right? 우리 배영권님 saying 1+1 is common at the market or at the outlet in relationships. OMG, it's horrible.
맞아.
I agree.
Yeah.
Marissa Baker also added in the interview that Patty is just not my best friend. Every decision I make involving a man I am dating, I will be running by her first.
Why?
She also said when there are men involved, they like to know what this relationship is because they don't understand it, and they tell them. And I guess, there are people that are down with it, and there's some people that, all right, no thank you.
But see, you can be a best friend, and you can be like, but what's the point in dating? Why would you try if you're not going to make that space for a new sacred relationship? Because surely if you're dating someone, it means that you want to get to know that person. You want to allow that person to get to know you. And you're creating something else that's supposed to be sacred, supposed to be beautiful, supposed to be whatever it is that you consider a relationship to be. So why are you opening up and saying, hey, I'm open to date, but I think this is really toxic. It's really toxic behavior.
맞아요. And, I try to wrap my mind around this. Okay, because they mentioned that both of them are divorced, they just want, like they're just sick of, all the stuff that they have to get through.
Got it.
Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, there needs to be some kind of sacredness when it comes to, and being a little personal, right, with relationships. So I wanted to ask you and our listeners, do you consider this a red flag?
Terrible. There's a million red flags. It's so toxic because I feel like what they're doing for every potential guy is, just in my opinion, maybe this is not what they're doing, but for every potential boyfriend or husband material that might come into this relationship, they're going to come in knowing that they will always be second best.
Yeah.
What kind of message is that sending to somebody, and why would you want to put yourself in that position? Unless you're thinking like some other like weird stuff might, like, I don't know, like a triangle partnership type thing. I don't know, but
I was thinking the same.
You know,
I was thinking the same.
it's just if they're really not thinking about a triangle partnership, and each to their own, if you just want to date one person, then just have space for that to grow and allow that to be its own thing. You don't need to have somebody else. Like, you don't need to consult everybody about it.
Exactly. So you think the same as me, and it seems like a lot of listeners agree with you as well. We have 희수님 saying, 세상에 나 별일도 다 있네요. It's like,
그렇지.
우리 희수님, it's like I hear her saying this. It's like,
세상에
세상에 별일이 다 있네요. So I was thinking, because I'm thinking, people, I mean, let's be honest, we do this. When we were dating with your, when you were dating your boyfriend or girlfriend, now
you
husband
talk
and wife.
about them.
Yeah.
But there's going to be space for secrets between you and your new boyfriend.
맞아요.
There's going to be that personal relationship. Otherwise, why?
So this concludes the first article and the Ask Laura and Minsu segment.
Yeah, I love judging
about
other
dating.
people. Let's just do that. Let's just do a judgment corner.
맞아요. On to our next article. This one made headlines. I saw this in various news media outlets.
Yeah.
And the title reads, 2 million liters of water drained from reservoir in search for phone dropped by Indian official taking selfie.
What? No.
2 million liters of water emptied from a reservoir because a dude dropped his phone and wants it back.
So entitled. The entitlement.
So,
The
let me tell you
audacity.
about this story.
Okay.
An Indian government official has been suspended after ordering a reservoir. So it seems like a pretty high up official in Indian government.
Oh my goodness.
After ordering a reservoir to be drained so that he could find his phone. Actually, no, he's not that high up. He's a food inspector, Rajesh Vishwas, dropped his smartphone in the Karkata Dam while he was taking a selfie.
So that's gone. It's gone.
I mean, a normal person would think, all right, good thing I have insurance.
And also, once the phone is waterlogged, what are you doing? It's not going to work.
I don't know about this particular company's smartphone, like a water-resistant capabilities.
No.
But after, for like, I would say even current phones, after a couple meters,
done.
in water, it's done. Right? Yeah, basically, as Laura says, it's like light, shallow water. It's water resistant, but after a couple meters, that pressure, it'll get cracking into your phone, and then it's broken, right? So, because this food inspector had dropped his phone into the dam, over 3 days, more than 2 million liters of water were pumped from the reservoir just so he could retrieve his phone. The waterlogged phone was recovered, but would not switch on.
Of course. Oh, ding dong.
당연하지.
It wouldn't switch on.
당연하지.
I'm so surprised.
So let me tell you.
Revelation to
Let me give you the details of what Mr. Vishwas wanted. He first asked divers to search for the phone. It's not.
If you've got government data in your phone, if you've got sensitive data that could incriminate the government.
So this was because he claimed that it contained sensitive government data, exactly as you said, right? But he's a food inspector. I can't imagine one of the more sensitive government data on his phone. And he keeps it on his phone, not a central computer.
Why would you be keeping it on your phone if it's sensitive? Exactly. That's
probably
a good point.
spreadsheet files, right? So he first asked divers to search for the phone. When they could not find it, so the divers divers, I'm pretty sure who are on government payrolls, dive for the phone and could not find it. That's when he asked for the reservoir to be emptied using diesel pumps. The water emptied from the dam, 2 million liters, it's enough to irrigate 1,500 acres of land. That's huge. Think of a huge farmland just covered with, crops and fruit and, whatever, vegetables. It's enough to water that thing. But they emptied it and that water's just gone. into whatever river, sea, outlet that they had, just to find one dude's phone.
There should be like, do you know the guy who the other day opened the door of the plane that was still flying?
Oh yeah, that's horrible.
So that's an aviation law that has been broken, and he could get up to 10 years in prison. Quite right. But there should be crime or like punishable by law things that are environmental law breakages like this.
맞아요. So Mr. Vishwas, of course, this made big news in India. He told media that the water that was basically thrown away, 2 million liters worth of water, he said it was unusable for irrigation, and that actually he had received permission from a senior official to drain the reservoir. So obviously putting the blame on other people.
It's not me. I didn't want it to happen. It was the guy up the stairs.
My manager said I could, right? But because this made headlines, and you gotta think, because here in Korea, I feel like we take our access to clean water for granted, right? I'm sure, places like in India, there are certain places where like water just in general might be even hard to come by. I don't know what the certain situation with the Kolkata Dam is. But this obviously made big news in India. So even though he says it was unusable for irrigation, but I'm sure there's certain uses that can have 2 million liters worth of water, man. Come on, right? Think of like you could use that for like putting out fires or something.
You could do so much with 2 million liters of water.
So because this made big news, authorities suspended Mr. Vishwas after he was widely criticized for wasting the resources. So as I said, India is one of the world's most water-stressed countries. This means that every day people have to worry about getting access to water, as well as extreme temperatures that have led to severe water scarcity. And this is not just people getting access to water. Think of crops, farmlands that need water, right? Like I said, forest fires that need to be put out by, let's say, contaminated water that Mr. Vishwas thought was no use. Or even power cuts. There are systems where you could purify the water and make it usable, but you can't do that if you don't have access to the thrown away 2 million liters worth of water, right? So I read this news, and I'll be honest, it made me angry.
Yeah.
그냥, I do think of myself as a person that doesn't like to waste things. But 2 million liters worth of water, man. Come on.
For a phone.
Just for a phone that wouldn't even switch on when he found it anyway.
Of course it wouldn't switch on. Maybe they should have taken more time to decide, but they had 3 days to pump that reservoir.
Right. I feel like they probably had their reasons. Like the officials, Mr. Vishwas, and maybe like higher ups right above him, they had their reasons. Like maybe, I don't know, his department couldn't afford a new phone, or they didn't have cloud. They didn't upload like the stuff he had on his cloud in his phone up to the cloud. But I can't imagine just how sensitive and how important of information he had on his phone that he needed 2 million liters worth of water thrown away just so he could get it back.
Yeah.
Right?
Silly, silly, silly. Byungwon-nim texting in, too much waste just to find one's phone.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Have you ever been in a situation where people just had to go too much out of the way for you? Because I feel like this is a situation that Mr. Vishwas was in, but, exponentially worse. I feel like.
I don't think so.
I mean, for me, I think like, like I said, Mr. Vishwas his situation exponentially worse. But like with me, and I'm sure with you as a parent, like my daughter the other day, she wanted a certain type of ice cream, and I had to go not to the convenience store next to my house, but literally 3 blocks away. Those 24-hour ice cream shops, those are the only place that sold a certain flavor of that ice cream, right? And I know if I don't get it for her, I'm never gonna hear the end of it, right? So of course I suck it up and I just go, right? Of course, because I love my daughter too. Don't get me wrong, I love my daughter and I want to get
it's
one.
From love, not from sucking up.
Yeah. And that's something like going maybe out of your way, but I'm happy to do that. But this is, I can't imagine any reasoning for throwing away 2 million liters of water just to get one guy's phone back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Don't do it. Just consider it gone.
Reader beware.
Nah, consider
That's
it gone.
The right thing to say.
Don't take selfies at dams.
Yeah, that's the thing. Don't take selfies in silly places,
Mm-hmm.
or at least hold on to your phone properly.
Oh yeah. I'm like gripping my phone every time I walk over, like, you know, those like sewer, like the sewage traps, right? I'm holding onto my phone, and if I have my earphones on, like I cover my ears just in case I drop it. So
Isn't that a little bit oba?
you never know.
You never know. That's
you
true.
never
You
know
never
what
know.
happened, right?
You do never know.
If only Mr. Vishwas took this kind of, you know, carefulness with him to the Kirkata Dam. That was today's Worldwide Whatevers.
It was.
Mhm.
Thank you so much, Minsu. We will be back with Worldwide Whatevers again next Monday.
Yeah,
and
we
until
will.
then, are we going to have a song?
We will have a song. Let's have a song, shall we?
Yeah, you want to read it?
Sure. This is 하비 누아주 with 기억의 초원.
흘러나오는 노래를 타고 떠난다. 아련한 추억 속 그때로 난 돌아가. 너의 따뜻한 손 코끝을 스치는 바람의 숨결 수줍게 물들인 하늘 아래 설레는 웃음소리 함께 응얼거렸던 노래가 들리면 이제 만질 수 없는 그대가 그리워. 너의 따뜻한 손 코끝을 스치는 바람의 숨결 수줍게 물들인 하늘 아래 설레는 웃음소리 함께 응얼거렸던 노래가 들리면 이제 만질 수 없는 그대가 그리워.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us here. It is Inside Out Busan. The time is now 7:40 on the clock, Monday, the 29th of May. I'm Laura McCluckey.
And I'm Minsu Shin. I wanted you to kind of stretch that out just a little bit
sorry.
longer.
I'm Laura McCluckey.
Well, we don't need it now. I swallowed it. All right.
Welcome to the show.
We're celebrating the new season here at BFM here on Inside Out Busan, and we're celebrating it in a very delicious way.
Yes. Yes, we are.
If you're
Sorry,
joining us on our
Nancy.
YouTube, yes, you saw that we were munching on
You
some
can give me
stuff.
this. You can give me this signal next time. I'll slow it down. We do have a PSA for you, actually. The Ministry of the Interior and Safety has issued this PSA on May 29th, 2023 at 6:54 p.m. over Jeonnam, Gyeongnam and Jeju. Rain is forecast for the southern regions, so please be aware of the following. In mountainous valleys, camping grounds and walking trails by rivers or streams, be careful of accidents from sudden rapids. In areas by retaining walls or in areas with concerns for landslides, evacuate to safe locations in advance. If roads by rivers or streams or bridges are submerged in water due to rapids, do not enter and stay in safe locations. Do maintenance over drains and agricultural waterways in advance in preparation for concentrated heavy rain and fix down various facilities and equipment. This was a message from the Ministry of the Interior and Safety. Please be careful. There's lots and lots of rain.
It seems like in certain parts of the city, it's still coming down.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you find yourself, I don't know, of course you want to get in any kind of dangerous or risky situation.
Yeah.
Be sure to, get to a place that's safer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes, it is. What time is it now? 7:42. We're almost at the end of the first show back from the new season.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking about Andrew's segment. Of course, Andrew was here last season for the sports.
Yeah.
But he's back now for, what is it called? Riddle Me This?
Riddle me this, Batman. No,
Riddle me this,
Monday,
Batman.
Monday Riddler.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I wasn't expecting like word riddles so much.
Yeah.
But I think he's gonna bring us like different kinds of riddles. So I was thinking like, like there's been a murder.
Oh.
Right. There's been a murder, and this evidence was found in the scene, and these people
Murder
are there.
in Savannah. Yeah.
I do declare. Right, so it'll be fun. That's a new segment that we have on Mondays. We have a bunch of other new segments actually throughout this week.
We do. But what we'll do is we'll tell you about those as the week progresses so as not to confuse you all at once. But one that we do have coming up is called Quote Unquote, which is very, well, not very similar, pretty similar, I would say, to 호기심 천국, which we had in the previous season. So we're going to bring you a clip sometimes, sometimes not, but it's all about quotes to inspire, to surprise, to excite you, to
shock you,
shock
make you angry.
Really?
I don't know.
그 정도? Maybe
never
we'll
know.
see. We'll
You never
see.
know.
It might make you angry.
We're controversial like that.
We're gonna get to that. We are a little bit.
Yeah.
We are gonna get to that. However, don't forget for this new season as well, we have some fantastic sponsors for our show, and we have gift receivers. So if you participate a lot in our show, sending messages, leaving comments, etc., then you could receive a fantastic gift. So let's let Steve tell us what they are.
안녕하세요. 차가운 도시남자 Inside Out Busan writer Steve라고 합니다. Winners of Inside Out Busan's listeners participation segment will get full course meal voucher from Golden Lizzie, a gourmet restaurant in Geojedong and Yeonsan-dong, where you can taste cuisine from Michelin Guide featured Chef Kim. 미슐랭 셰프의 파인 레스토랑 골든 리지에서 10만 원 외식 상품권을 받을 수 있습니다. A place to entertain your brain and eyes, Museum of Illusions. 당신의 눈과 뇌를 즐겁게 하는 곳. Museum of Illusion 부산 착시미술관 입장권. Coffee voucher and a pack of fresh coffee, whole beans, sponsored by Into Roastery in Yangsan. 언제나 맛있는 커피를 신선하게 만드는 양산에 위치한 Into Roastery 원두 커피. 커피 향 좋다. A delicious brunch for two from Gorilla Brewing Busan, Gwangan branch, the leader of Korean handmade beer culture. 수제 맥주 전문점 고릴라 브루잉 부산에서 제공하는 식사권. Admission tickets for the Busan Next to Sky top floor observatory, which is located at LCT in Haeundae, the highest place in Busan. 부산 대표 랜드마크 해운대 LCT에 위치한 하늘 위의 바다. 부산 Next to Sky 전망대 입장권을 선물로 드립니다. 저랑 같이 가실까요?
time for quote unquote quotes and sayings to uplift your soul. A new segment. We just told you about it.
Yeah. So this is a bit of a change in the second hour of our show. As the name of the segment suggests, we'll be bringing you various sayings, various quotes by famous people, non-famous people, and how it applies, how it could apply to your life.
Yeah,
how it applies to
absolutely.
our lives.
And today, so it's my turn. We're going to do the same thing. Monday and Wednesday will be me. Tuesday, Thursday will be Minsu. Friday, is it Steve? Steve on a Friday.
I can't wait to see what quote Steve brings.
Steve. Anyway, I wanted to bring you, so I have a lot of mentors that I've never met in person. And one of them is a yogi, a guru. He's called Sadhguru. Maybe you've heard of him. And I just love listening to his philosophies on life. He's really funny. Like really funny.
Oh, okay.
But he's so wise and he's just so kind and just, I love him. So anyway, I brought a clip from Impact Theory, which is one of the kind of internet TV shows that I love with Tom Bilyeu. And so let's take a listen to the clip and then I'll tell you what my quote of his is. Oh, okay. So we don't have a clip. Okay. I put the clip in. All right. So let me tell you then. Let me tell you about Sadhguru. Sadhguru is, as you might imagine, he is an Indian guru. And for as long as I can remember, actually, he has just talked about the philosophies of life. So he said even when he was a child that he really loved to just do things differently to other children. And he was never interested in things like gossip and competition. He just wanted to follow the ways of the world. And by the ways of the world, he means like how the tree grows. And how the tree provides shade from the sun.
Kind of like, you know, how we do for like 호기심. We think about things that people don't really think about, but still are important and apply to your daily life.
Yeah. So here, let's listen to the clip. The clip is ready. It's ready to go. So let's listen to the clip and then I'll tell you the quote.
Everybody wants a solution, but nobody wants to delve into the problem and see what is the nature of the problem that we have. The nature of the problem is like this. Why are we compulsive? What is it that's compulsive about us? Compulsion means we are going to the same place again and again. That means we are going in circles. The nature of physical existence in the universe is such, whether you take an atom, an individual atom, or the cosmic space, everything that's physical is always in cyclical movement. The atoms are doing their circles, the solar system is doing its stuff, the galaxies are doing their stuff, our own bodies are going through cycles. In fact, we are born because of the cycles in our mother's bodies. That's why we are born. So, entire physical nature is born out of cyclical movement. That means compulsiveness. So do not misunderstand compulsiveness as something bad, it's the basis of your existence. It is a good platform. But you're supposed to stand on the platform and act. Right now you have become the platform, so somebody else will dance on you.
Interesting. That's so my thing, part of what drives me is getting efficient at achieving your goal, which I'm sure is less than thrilling for you. So for me, I am interested in actually executing on my potential. So transferring my ability to do something into the actual thing. So the easy example I give people is if
What does impact mean for you? Leaving a footprint?
Not quite. So I have a very specific...
So again, that was a little clip with Sadhguru and Tom Bilyeu of Impact Theory. You can check that out on YouTube.
Profound.
And there's so many fantastic speakers, scientists, like just people who are so inspiring.
Yeah.
So I really love that show. Anyway, the clip, not the clip, the quote that I wanted to bring for you today. Sadhguru says, "Don't be dead serious about your life. It's just a play." Don't be dead serious about your life. I'm writing it down. Your life. It's just a play.
It's just a play.
What do you think about that?
What I thought when hearing that quote just now, it's just kind of, it's you are just one tiny part in this big, big, big world, in this big, big, big solar system, in this big, big, big universe, right? That has things in movement already that is totally out of your hands sometimes.
Yeah.
So when it comes to you just fretting over like the small things, just know that I'm not saying those small things don't matter in the end, but there's so much bigger things than those small little frets that you get into.
Yeah. I agree. And at the same time, it's the small things that are most important. Things like sitting with your partner on a Sunday morning, drinking a cup of coffee. So small moments.
Yeah.
So the small things are equally not important and the most important.
Sure.
Obviously different things.
Right. So I guess, for everybody, there's different takes because, all of our beliefs are different, right? I feel like, for some people, you might think of yourself as just, a cog in this big machine.
Yeah.
Or you feel like, you have control over your own destiny and stuff like that. But yeah, it's the way you said it, it feels like it adheres to just anybody from any background, right?
Yeah.
The smallest things can be the biggest things, but also they're small things.
Yeah. So he says, the quote is, "Don't be dead serious about your life. It's just a play." And then in the clip that I brought for you, I chose that part because he's talking about the cycle of everything.
Yeah.
And the cycle of things. And if we think about it, the people who came before us, all those thousands of people who came before us, and then all those thousands of people who will come after us. Like, if we're too serious about life, where's the fun? Because the most sure thing about life is death, right?
맞아요.
We're
Death
all
and taxes.
We're all death and taxes. That's it. We're all heading the same way. But why be so serious about it?
Yeah.
Because it's going to come back around.
맞아요.
And we're going to be recycled. Energy is infinite, right? So I don't know how we're going to be recycled. I don't know what you're coming back with. But, just energy-wise, don't be too dead serious about your life. It's just a play. It's there to be played out, to be enjoyed, to have fun.
Yeah. This might be a lesson that maybe some of our listeners got, as today, right, is the substitute holiday for Buddha's birthday.
Yeah.
We have people chiming in on today's quote-unquote. Brandon Añam saying, "Enjoy life, don't take it too seriously, take your time." That's a good point.
Yeah. Enjoy the pleasure of walking on the beach. 맞아요.
Yeah, it's the small thing that can be the biggest things, but it's a small thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Makes you think.
Spend time doing the things that make you happy. Absolutely.
Yeah. So listeners, just to let you know.
Ice cream.
맞아요. So just to let you know, my quote-unquote tomorrow is not going to be as profound as this. All right?
His is going to be pump up the jam, pump it up.
I'm going to make
something.
you angry tomorrow. And that'll do it for today's show, actually.
I know, time flies. Today's show was produced by Kim Yoon. It was written by Im Soo-jin, hosted by Laura McCluskey.
And hosted by Min Soo-shin. Our final track as we continue with the sound of the pitter-patter of the rain.
Yeah.
비와 당신 by 이무진.
Everybody, have a beautiful evening.
Ta-ta.
이젠 당신이 그립지 않죠. 보고 싶은 마음도 없죠. 사랑한 것도 잊혀가네요. 조용하게 알 수 없는 건 그런 내 맘이 비가 오면 눈물이 나요. 아주 오래전 당신 떠나던 그날처럼 따윈 줘버렸는데 바보 같은 나 눈물이 날까 어련해지는 빛바랜 추억 그 얼마나 사무친 건지 미운 당신을 아직도 나는 그리워하네 이제 괜찮은데 사랑 따윈 저버렸는데 바보 같은 나 눈물이 날까
지그재그로 움직인대.
누가?
척추 라인에 맞춰서 움직인대.
누가?
누구긴 누가 엔모션 프로지. 척추를 지그재그로 틀어 꾹꾹 눌러주는 움직임. 누가의 시그니처 모션. 누가 베스트 엔모션 프로. 가까운 누가페에서 만나요. 의료기기 광고입니다.
저희 중소기업은 광고비가 제일 부담되죠.
코바코에서 TV 라디오 광고비 지원받으세요. 혁신형 중소기업 방송광고 지원 제도로 광고비 70% 할인이나 250% 보너스 광고 지원.
코바코로 문의하세요. 051-751-0400.
Hi, my name is Margaret Chow, and I'm an adoptee from Busan. As I got older, I felt the urge to find my birth family, and that's what brought me to Korea. I moved to Busan last September to begin my journey in earnest to find my birth family. Along the way, I've met an array of people here. My first outing in Busan was to a cat's birthday party. Despite it being an odd way of meeting people, I met a lot of Busan expats that night. They are from all around the world, and I would say they have something in common. They love this city and now call Busan their home. Busan likely won't be my final stop. However, it will always be a lasting part of who I am because just like many of my friends, Busan has become a new home to me. Global City Busan, we're in it together. This campaign was brought to you by BEFM, 부산영어방송.
The time is now 8 o'clock.
Please be informed that all the programs you hear now are reruns that were aired today. The hours, minutes, and seconds mentioned in the programs do not reflect the current time.
Listeners, how are you enjoying your 3-day weekend so far? Well, however you're spending your long weekend, I hope that you're enjoying it to the fullest. Now, here at BEFM, we have a new season starting today. 네, 오늘부터 부산영어방송 봄 개편으로 새롭게 인사드립니다. Our hope is that in the new season, BEFM will be adored by all people here in Busan and around the world, and that our listeners will access the latest information daily through BEFM. Well, this is Busan Worldwide, and I'm your host, Stephanie Yoon. Welcome. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Busan Worldwide. It is a lovely rainy day, right? Monday morning, and it is May 29th. Thank you so much for tuning in to BFM 부산영어방송. So last Saturday, May 27th, was celebrated as Buddha's birthday here in Korea. Thousands of Buddhists gathered at Pomosa Temple in Busan, and many people visited Samgwangsa Temple to enjoy the Lantern Festival. And as today is a substitute holiday, many workers are enjoying their day off. And today is also a special day for BFM as we welcome in a new season. As for our wonderful show, Busan Worldwide, our team has been working hard to bring you informative and interesting segments, and we will continue to do exactly that this season. 네, 부산 월드와이드는 앞으로도 부산에서 출발해 세계까지 두루두루 소식들을 전해드리겠습니다. Now, let me tell you about some of the segments we have here at Busan Worldwide. In our main segment, which is The Interview, we will bring you Busan's latest issues and policies and introduce interesting figures making local headlines. And in our new segment called Up Busan 2030 Expo Trivia, we will update you with World Expo news with trivia each day. Now, this is in line with the citizens' hope for Busan City to host the 2030 World Expo. 네, 매일 2030 월드 엑스포 부산 유치를 기원하는 마음으로 엑스포 소식과 더불어 엑스포 상식을 만나보는 시간 Up Busan 2030 Expo Trivia 코너를 새롭게 마련했고요. And lastly, in Correspondent Report segment, we will connect with local correspondents to get latest news from various countries around the world. 네, 그리고 이번 개편부턴 영국 통신원이 합류합니다. That's right, we're going to be having a correspondent reporter from the UK newly joining us, which is very exciting indeed. Now, listeners, we are live here in the studio, even on a holiday off. I do want to let you know that we are live streaming on YouTube. So if you want to join us, you can go to YouTube and search BFM or 부산영어방송. We have 미라님 saying new season 부산 월드와이드 화이팅입니다. Well, thank you so much for messaging in. And just like her, you can send us messages on YouTube as well. We have Natasha messaging, morning, Stephanie, morning, good morning. Hope you're having a wonderful morning so far. Now the time is 11:03. I want to start this whole new season with the interview, so stay tuned for more.
Beyond the borders of Busan, bringing the world back to you. Stay tuned, Busan Worldwide with Stephanie Yoon.
Now it's time for The Interview. This past Saturday, temples across the country were packed with people visiting to celebrate Buddha's birthday. Seeing that the holiday fell on the weekend, I'm sure many of you, our listeners, have today off as the substitute holiday. So joining us to talk about the meaning of Buddha's birthday and the message that Buddhism conveys today, please welcome Ms. Chong Chan. She's the head monk of 도림사 Temple, which is known as Busan's first green temple. 네, 오늘 더 인터뷰에서는 부처님이 오신 날, 이 날의 의미를 살펴보고 현 시대 불교가 전하는 인사이트는 무엇인지 알아보는 시간 마련했습니다. 부산 녹색 사찰 1호인 도림사의 정찬 주지 스님 나오셨습니다. 안녕하십니까?
안녕하세요. 반갑습니다.
네.
부산 영어 방송에 초대해 주셔서 감사합니다.
네, 감사합니다. 반갑습니다. It's a pleasure to have you in the studio, and I'm sure you are very busy with a lot of ceremonies and events, especially with last Saturday being Buddha's birthday here in Korea. So I do want to hear more about that. 지난주까지 부처님 오신 날 준비로 굉장히 바쁘셨을 것 같아요. 도림사에서도 행사가 있었죠?
네. 1년 중 가장 바쁜 날이지요.
네.
도림사는 부처님께 공양 올리는 불공의식과 영가님들을 위한 천도의식을 하고 망망대해 충격적 쓰레기 섬 중에 플라스틱 무덤이 되어버린 지구 생명의 근원이라는 다큐 영상을 신도들에게 보여주었습니다.
네.
북태평양을 제외한 바닷속 쓰레기가 우리나라 국토에 16배나 쌓여있다라는 말을 듣고 충격을 받았습니다.
그렇군요. 바닷속 쓰레기가 대한민국 국토에 16배가 쌓여 있다고요?
네.
정말 충격적이네요. Now, she shared that Dorimsa Temple had put on for believers and visitors a film that showed a shockingly large garbage island. Viewers were shocked to hear that there is an ocean garbage patch in the North Pacific that is up to 16 times the size of our country. Now, before we dive into the topic of environment, let's talk a bit about May 27th, Buddha's birthday. Non-Buddhists just see Buddha's birthday as another holiday, so could you share with us the origin of this day? 그럼 부처님 오신 날의 유래는 무엇인가요?
불교 신자가 아니더라도 부처님 오신 날은 이제 한국을 넘어 종교를 넘어 세계로 너와 내가 차별 없이 하나가 되는 세상으로 마음의 평화를 주는 전통문화로 자리매김되었습니다. 그냥 휴일로 생각하기보다는 문화 행사로 보면 종교와 상관없이 볼 수 있습니다.
그렇군요. Yes, so very interesting. She said even if you're not a Buddhist, Buddha's birthday has now become a tradition that brings peace to your heart, promoting the message that everyone is united without discrimination beyond religion. It's not just a holiday, it's a cultural event regardless of religion. Now, one of the representative events on Buddha's birthday is the Lantern Festival. So tell us the meaning of the lanterns as well as other events that take place. 네, 부처님 오신 날의 행사라면 대표적인 것이 연등 행사일 텐데요. 연등 행사의 의미는 무엇인지 그리고 연등 행사 외에는 어떤 풍습이나 의식을 하는지 궁금합니다.
네, 유네스코 세계유산 연등회는 신라, 고려, 조선시대를 이어 지금까지 1200여 년 동안 끊임없이 국가와 각 가정의 안위를 위하여 사찰마다 거리마다 자비의 등, 지혜의 등, 생명의 등, 희망의 등을 다양한 모양으로 만들어서 밝히고 다 함께 어울림 한마당으로 부처님의 자비 광명이 충만하시길 기원하는 행사입니다. 연등 축제는 국가 무형 문화재 및 유네스코 인류 무형 문화유산으로 지정이 되었습니다.
그렇군요. And I'm sure a lot of our listeners enjoyed the Lantern Festival in Busan as well. She said the UNESCO World Heritage Lantern Lighting event has been held for the past 1,200 years throughout the Silla, Goryeo, and Joseon dynasties. The lanterns represent various aspects such as mercy, wisdom, life, and to bring comfort to the nation and each family. The Lotus Lantern Festival has been designated as a national intangible cultural asset and a UNESCO intangible cultural heritage of humanity. Now then, what would you say is the meaning of Buddha's birthday? 그렇다면 부처님이 오신 뜻은 무엇일까요?
부처님의 탄생계에 천상천하 유아독존 삼계 계고 아당안지를 우리말로 풀이하면 하늘 위와 하늘 아래 나 홀로 존귀하다. 삼계가 모두 고통 속에 있으니 내가 마땅히 이를 편안케 하리라. 천상천하 유아독조는 모든 생명이 낱낱이 존귀하다는 뜻입니다.
네.
부처님께서는 중생의 고통을 해결하기 위해 국왕의 자리도 버리고 출가를 하여 6년간의 고행을 하시고 깨달음을 얻은 후 맨발로 인도 전역을 고통받는 중생들을 찾아가셨습니다.
네.
부처님은 중생의 고통을 해결하기 위해서